Hi, you guys, and welcome back to part two of Rare Gems. Um, that first video was very heavy for me energetically. It's just been a trying time. So this video, I hope, is going to bring some entertainment as best as I can, right? Um, so let's jump into it. The first topic, okay, that we're going to talk about is Lil Boosie, Michael B. Jordan, and Lori Harvey. How these three come in together, let me tell you. So Lil Boosie was on Vlad TV as he always is. I used to watch Vlad TV on YouTube. I stopped years ago. It just his level of interviewing is just not it's just not interesting anymore. It's quite boring to me, so I stopped watching. But it seems as though people, specifically black people, enjoy going over to this man's platform when it doesn't seem like he uses their interviews to uplift them. It almost seems like he uses them to like further dig them in a deeper hole, and he monetizes off of it, right? So I'm just not with that shit. But anyways, Lil Boosie, Michael B. Jordan, and Lori Harvey, what does these three have in common? Absolutely nothing. Other than Lil Boosie being in a business. So Vlad TV asked Boosie, he mentioned Michael B. Jordan, and he was just like, so what do you think? And Boosie, as he always does, digs himself into a deeper and deeper hole. Lil Boosie said something along the lines of, Michael B. Jordan, or the guys that Lori Harvey has been allegedly dating or have dated, should be getting the accolades, right? And not her. I'm not sure why. Lori Harvey is out here living her best life and ain't going back and forth. Okay? I know that people have said that she's dated Puffy and his son Justin. I don't know if she did. It's weird. But if Justin and Diddy didn't have a problem with it, why should I? It's not my business. She's dated Future, I guess. Okay. And now, who else has she been? Oh, she was engaged to some soccer football player. And now she's with Michael B. Jordan. Sounds like Boosie is like actually more upset that he has not been given a chance, because how was that any of your business? I think Boosie, who has 6 baby mamas, needs to focus on those 6 baby mamas. He need to focus on where I almost said something very disrespectful, but again, I'm gonna try to hold that back. He needs to focus on that. What he also needs to do is also focus on the state of Louisiana not bringing any charges to him for soliciting a prostitute to give fellatio to his son, which he went on record and said. That is, to me, that is enough business in and of itself for him to be focused on, instead of Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey getting to know one another and dating one another. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. Even if her and Michael B. Jordan don't work out and she goes on to be with somebody else, that is what you do. You date, right? Until you get it right. Until you find someone whose lid fits your pot. Okay? Lil Boosie, don't go on Vlad TV no more. Don't do no more interviews no more. If you do interviews with him, ask him for questions before. I heard that that's a thing. So ask what the questions are beforehand, and just make sure that anything that does not pertain to your business, you just don't speak on, because you just don't have that authority. Okay? Anywho, speaking of another... this is actually going to be the topic of why you all in my business. Shout out to Whitney Houston. Shout out to Whitney Houston. That was befitting. Dr. Dre, April Jones, and Moniece Slaughter. If you don't know who these three people are, I know you know who Dr. Dre is, so I'm not going to go into detail as to who he is. However, a lot of people may not know who April Jones is, may not know who Moniece Slaughter is, and that's understandable. And that's understandable. So April Jones is the baby mama of Omarion. Moniece Slaughter is the baby mama of Lil Fizz. Who is Lil Fizz and Omarion? I'm glad you asked. They are half of the group of B2K. And so April Jones not only is the baby mama of Omarion, she is also the ex-girlfriend of Lil Fizz. It's a whole lot going on, right? Okay. So we're not even going to go there. We're going to stick to what's going on in 2021. As of right now, it is alleged, and I don't even know how it's alleged, when people just take pictures of people leaving a restaurant, even if they're leaving the restaurant together, it is the assumption that they're together. Again, who the fuck cares, right? If April Jones and Dr. Dre are together, why is that newsworthy? I know it's not a lot going on, but why is that newsworthy? Okay. So Moniece went on to do a live, I think, and she confirmed that actually, in fact, that Dr. Dre and April Jones are actually dating and have been for a while. Mind you, Dr. Dre, who had a health scare at the beginning of this year with an aneurysm, is actually going through a divorce. Okay. Personally, there's people saying, well, he's not divorced yet, he shouldn't be dating. And you know what? If someone is going through a divorce, that means they're not fucking with the person that they were once married to. So let them people date how they want to date. That's one. Two, there are people saying, because Dr. Dre has a history of, allegedly, we're going to say that, of abusing Michelle, some other woman, and now his wife is coming out saying that he has abused her as well, threatened her with a gun or however. Now Moniece is saying that after she did that live, Dr. Dre has come out, or someone from his camp has called her and threatened her, and she has it on recorded. And a lot of women, or a lot of women, or people who support women, especially if they have a background in abuse or however, is advocating for April to not date this man, right? Because he has a history of being abusive to the women that he's with, and there's no amount of money that is going to it's nothing is going to make him not treat you the same way that he's treated those women before. Okay. And when I say nothing, they're talking about sex, right? And they absolutely have a point. I think it's okay for people to share their wisdom with people and say, hey, I don't think you should be making this decision. It's not wise. Think about your health. Think about your livelihood. Think about how this could affect your children. If in the event that something goes wayward between you two, that he may abuse you physically and harm you, right? And again, abuse comes in many forms. It's not just physical. It could be mental. It could be emotional, right? So if you've not gone through it, which I think a lot of people can say that they have in one variation of the other, from one level to another, it is no joke. It is hard to get out of. And so they're ultimately wanting the best for her. Okay. In the same breath, April Jones is fully aware, right, of of these accusations, and she's made that executive decision, like, I'm going to be in his presence. We don't know if they're dating. We don't even really know anything. That's the part that actually kills me about when people make these rumors. It's like they'll believe the lie first, and then when the truth come out, it's like that's not the truth. Like, it is I don't, why are we even talking about it? I'm talking about it because it's a thing, but it's like, why are we even talking about it? It's not that big of a deal. Okay. So anywho, the next story is Kelly Rowland has a new EP out. She has that she just released at midnight, and she has 2 singles out. One of them is called Flowers, and the other is called um oh, that's what I thought. It's called Black Magic. So I haven't listened to Black Magic, but I have listened to Flowers. People are saying that it's about her mother. And it is actually such a befitting song as it relates to Flowers. You know, the whole saying, give people their flowers while they're here. I think I really try to live by that. I fall short a lot of times, but I think it's extremely important that we put in our forethoughts, like, let's check on people. Let's acknowledge people for the things that they do, big or small. Like, let's let people know that we give a fuck about them not until it's too late, right? I don't care. Okay, so just to let y'all know, okay, I just caught myself getting emotional, but I'm not gonna get emotional. A few years ago, I thought about my cousin. His name is Montel, and I thought about him, and I meant to text him, right? It was like in the middle of the beginning of the week, and I meant to text him when I thought about him, just to check on him and see how he's doing. And then later on that week, I found out that he passed away in a terrible car accident. And so from that moment on, anytime I randomly think about people, if you receive a random text message from me, it is not random. It is on purpose. I thought about you. I'm checking on you because I don't want to ever be put in a situation where life took precedence over me checking on you, right? So Flowers is such a befitting song. You should check it out. It's really good. It'll kind of put you in your little feelings a little bit. I haven't heard Black Magic, but I feel like it's gonna be a bop, especially where we are in this day and age. I think it's a beautiful thing. First of all, I think it's a play on words, right? Black magic. Black magic is typically thought to be something that's bad, something that is shunned. It is thought to be dark and evil, right? And if you know, it's really not. It's actually the opposite. But the play on words, even though I haven't heard the song, Black Magic is also talking about the resilience of Black people, how magical we are. The world doesn't, it can't even rotate on its axis properly without us. And so that in and of itself is magical. So if you don't know by now, I'm a proud ass Black woman, and I'm unapologetic about it. So I can't wait to give it a listen. I can't wait to let y'all know how I feel about it. Have you all, first of all, did you even know that this woman dropped the album? And if you have listened to it, I would love to know how you feel about Flowers and its interpretation of Flowers and Black Magic. And if we share the same understanding and interpretation of it. Also, Ain't y'all tired of Boosie? I'm tired of him. I'm sick of him. Okay? I want to know if y'all sick of him too. Because he made my head itch. That's how tired I am of him. Comment down below. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. So, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.